Football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First down for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Iowa State offense will take over 1st and
10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick release by the QB. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. They didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? No, they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hot all-off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the extra point was good to finish things off.
The extra point is good.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Number 13 set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And more yards after contact. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boyd.
Defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for... And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He's looking to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Coming after it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
The Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first.
Makes the grab on the right.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Bringing it back. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. All wideouts, no backs. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Oh, look out. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Second down after that incompletion.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his shot.
Touchdown, Iowa State! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Corners are going to bail. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job. Not only creating.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones! Getting set for the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it. Going to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Iowa State. They move on top here in the 4th.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. On target to the left. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catch.
He's loose. He's at the 30. Smashes through the tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're trying to get to it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. He finds his man. Touchdown, Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Lost, the defense is wide open. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. To the air on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking for a big gain. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now get the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Looking to pass on second down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times.
Got a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one.
Dominating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the 2nd overtime and 2. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Cyclones in the hurry-up. 3rd down play from the gun. Complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Got it! Touchdown, Iowa State! They jump on top here in OT.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Into the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese David.